Hey guys, it's Miss Sweeney. So we're going to go ahead and get started today with our math lesson. And we're going to be doing topic 1, lesson 5, which is stories about comparing. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to just sit back and watch the lesson video first, and then we'll go from there.
Rose walks 5 dogs. Tom walks 3 dogs. How many more dogs does Rose walk than Tom? Let's find out. How many dogs does Rose walk?
Okay, so you can count to see how many she's walking.
5. How many dogs does Tom walk?
You can count to see how many he's walking. Okay.
3. What is the question asking you for?
All right. So think about, what are they asking us to do?
The question is asking how many more dogs Rose walks than Tom. You can compare to show how many more. How do the cubes show the story?
Okay, so what are the cubes showing us? Let's think about that. What do they represent?
The cubes at the top show Rose's 5 dogs, and the cubes at the bottom show Tom's 3 dogs. What could you do to find out how many more dogs Rose walks?
Okay, so let's think. How can we find how many more she walks than he did?
You could compare the number of Rose's dogs to the number of Tom's dogs. What is the difference between the number of dogs Rose walks and the number of dogs Tom walks?
Okay, so we can see if he has 3 and then there's 3 of hers, we can see here the extra dogs that she walks than what he did.
The difference is 2. Write a subtraction sentence. How do you read the subtraction sentence?
Okay.
Let's read it together. 5 minus 3 equals 2. Rose walks 2 more dogs than Tom. Now you know you can subtract to compare.
All right, guys. So that was the lesson that goes with today's topic, stories about comparing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually look at a practice page. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to go get a pencil and your math notebook and open up to your next clean page, and I want you to put today's date at the top when you get it opened. 9-17-20. You can stop the video at this time to go get your materials, and when you come back, you can resume. So we're going to look at some practice for today's skill, stories about comparing. And I already told you I wanted you to have your math notebook out and opened. And I wanted you to make sure, that you guys have it opened up to your next clean page, okay? So I want you to make sure you do that. Open up to your next clean page, and I want you to put today's today's date at the top, which is 9-17-20. So go ahead and do that now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with a little bit of practice just to see how you guys are doing. So it says, which subtraction sentence goes with the story? So let's read the story together first, and then we'll decide together what is the best choice. Emma has 11 dolls and 5 bears. How many more dolls does she have than bears? So right here we can see this is the 11, because we know 11 is greater than 5, so this has got to be the 11, even if we didn't count it, that Emma has, our dolls. And then this is the bears that Emma has. And so how many more dolls does she have than bears? Now, some of you might be thinking, well, that's an adding sentence. We should be adding because it says more. But that is not what it's asking. It's asking how many more does she have than something else. So we're comparing the dolls to the bears. That means we need to find out the extra she has left from the dolls. So if we line up the cubes, we can see that the cubes stop here with the dolls and the bears. But they keep going starting here with the dolls. So we can count to see the extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she has 6 extra dolls, okay, or 6 more dolls than the bears. So when I come down here, I'm going to be looking for the correct choice that goes with this problem. So I can see that this says 12 minus 5 equals 7. Well, she doesn't have 12 dolls. So I know that that cannot be a choice. So A is out. This second one says B, 11 minus 4. Well, she does have 11 dolls, but she has more than 4 bears. She has 5 bears. So this one is also out. Now look at choice C. She does start with 11 dolls, minus the 5 that match up from the bears, equals the 6 extra dolls that she has. So C is the correct choice. All right, now let's jump over and look at number 2. I want you to try number 2 on your own. So try number 2 by yourself. You can stop the video at this time and complete number 2, and then jump back on when you're finished. Okay, so let's look at number 2. Tim has 8 toy cars. Tyler has 12 toy cars. How many fewer cars does Tim have than Tyler? So here we see Tyler's 12. And then underneath we see Tim's 8. They stop right here and they line up right here together. So how many extra does Tyler have? He has 1, 2, 3, 4 extra. So then that means that Tim has 4 less than Tyler. So which one of these actually matches this question? And our choice down here would be, they're tricking us. How many fewer cars does Tim have than Tyler? Fewer cars. So here, this is going to be choice B. 12 cars that Tyler has minus the 8 Tim already has equals the 4 fewer cars that he has than Tyler. Now you may have said, well, D also has 12 minus 4 equals 8, which is the same numbers we used up here, but the difference is that they start with 12, which is what Tyler has, but they're subtracting 4. Well, we wouldn't subtract 4 because Tim has 8. And that wouldn't mean he has 8 fewer because he has 8 altogether. He has 4 fewer because that's how many extra Tyler has. So we wouldn't take 4 away. We would take the 8 away that Tim has. So B is the correct choice. Now I want you to look at number 3. This one is one that you're going to draw a picture to find the difference and write the subtraction sentence. So I want you to quietly go ahead and answer number 3 on your own in your math notebook. And then when you're done, I want you to come and resume here in our video. All right, so let's see how you did. It says there's 6 blue eggs in one nest and 2 spotted eggs are in another nest. How many more blue eggs are there than spotted eggs? So what I did first was I drew 6 eggs that were blue. And then underneath, I lined up the 2 spotted eggs. And I could see when I stopped, there was 1, 2, 3, 4 extra blue eggs that were not for the spotted eggs. So that would be 6 blue eggs minus the 2 spotted eggs equals 4 extra or more eggs that were blue. Okay, guys, I hope you did well with this lesson today. When you're done with your video, I want you to go into your assignments and I want you to complete the workbook pages that line up with today's math topic, stories about comparing. Great job, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.